Hey everyone, welcome to Camppatton Family Compound's amazing Monday night fireside chat. Tonight's topic is love homestead style. Man, got mixed up with last year. All right, let's bring it back up here and let me say hi to everyone. I'm just a little frustrated right now. I was about ready to hit the live button that had so I could do the 5-minute countdown before the time. And my daughter called and she was screaming her head off, blood everywhere. So I went running across the street. Number 3 grandson was trying to get in the tub, and number 2 grandson was acting up, pushing around, doing stuff. And number 3 slipped and bit his tongue. And so he was screaming his head off and everything. By the time I got over there, she remembered popsicle. And so she handed him a popsicle and he said, not crying, not a tear by the time I got over there. So, all righty. Well, let's see who's all here and jump into it. I noticed none of my, those I invited to come up on my panel here yet, but that's okay. I'm going to open it up to everybody here in a little bit. All right, first one in was Ray, Fat Man Prepper. Then Uncle Al came in, and then CB, Shady Hill Homestead, Idaho Garden Girl. It's raining over there. All right, she's on the west side of Idaho. I'm on the east side, so it's raining over on the west side. And we were supposed to have rain this afternoon, and it got pushed back until now we have snow coming about 2 in the morning. So let's see. CB, everyone's there chit-chatting. Prep for Eternity. Hey, how's it going? And let's see here. Emma 3010's here. And caught up here. So we'll see who else, anybody else shows up. I know Valentine's Day is for a lot of people. They don't get on here too much, but I know earlier on, Kathy, North Star Prepsteaders, she had a lot of people on there. So hoping some others will show up here. But sometimes Valentine's Day, people are just too busy, making whoopee. I mean, I'm being happy with each other and doing stuff. I'm going to see if I'm going to burn my lips here. Still hot. I don't know how my wife can drink coffee that hot, or hot chocolate with a little bit of coffee in it. Ugh. Hey, Britton Farm Homestead. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through a few things here, and then we're going to open it up, and we're going to talk about your favorite love story, love movie, love book, whatever it is, love tale, and we're going to go over it. Oh, CB's making chocolate cheesecake with cherries. Okay, I'm not a fan of cheesecakes at all, but my wife and my son love it. My son's made several chocolate cheesecakes, and my wife says they're fabulous, and I've always passed on and leave more for them. All right, so let me go over here. Boom, boom, boom. And let's talk about it. All right, so whether you live in a big fancy house or you're stuck in an apartment, whether you're in suburbia surrounded by houses, or you just got a couple houses around you out in the country, whether you got no houses close to you, just got 10 acres or so, or whether you got 20 acres. Oh, wrong button. Or whether you got 100 acres and nobody near you. Whether you like it or not, you gotta have to admit this, that love impacts how you live, what you do, and how you spend your money. And I think that's the end of it. So basically, if you think about it, love, from the time you've fallen in love has shaped your life differently than what you thought it was going to be. Just as your life has shaped your parents' lives, from their love for you too. And so what I want to do now is, I want to just have to throw that up there. Everyone think about, all right, no matter what situation you're in, love is probably one of the most important things you need to consider for your homestead, for preppers out there for prepping, how you're going to prep, what you're going to prepare for, what you're going to grow in the homestead. You may want, I want this, and your partner may go, that ain't going to work. I'm not going to be taking care of them. I'd rather have this. I'll help take care of them, but I'm not taking care of that. I love you, but no, I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that. Yeah, I had to throw a Meatloaf song in there, reference in there. So, hey, Gear. All right, Gear, was it just your parents you made crazy, or was it her as well, and vice versa? All right. Oh, kissed a couple frogs first to finally find out what you wanted in a prince. Hey, Cecilia, how's it going? All righty. So let me, that's what else I got to go. Hang on a second. Bring that down, get rid of that, bring this back up so I can throw the link out there. There we go. Boom. All right. So if anybody wants to come up, they can come up. What I want to do is I want everyone. Gear, you're treading on thin water putting that one out there. Unless she says that, you're treading on thin water. So one of the things that I want everyone to think, start putting in the chat, what is your favorite love story? Wherever it comes from, whether it's from a book, from a movie, from a play, from whatever it is, what is your favorite love story? All right, put that in there, and I'll give you a couple seconds, and I'm going to try my hot apple cider here again, and yes, it's way too hot. Let's see. So where did jump? Okay, Britton Farm Homestead and CB Hugo Homestead. I think my wife kissed a couple frogs as well, and she didn't talk too much about them after we got married. But what was interesting is after she met me, we were engaged within a month. I don't think I'm that much of a prince, but hey, at the time, I had more hair, and I don't know, it must have been something. Because also when she met me, we met, I'm trying to remember, was it in September? I guess it was about, in the beginning of September. And hey, Cosmic Cultivators, how's it going? And when my wife met me, what's happening is I just bought a house, and it had 3 bedrooms in it. Hey, Al, how's it going? And the house had 3 bedrooms, and so I was doing what's called share rental. I was renting one bedroom, had its own entrance and its private bath and access to the kitchen. I rented that room out. One of the other bedrooms had it didn't have a private bath. There was 2 other bedrooms, but I was renting only one of those out, and so that person was going to use the bath, and then the master bedroom had its own. Well, my wife wanted being the one renting, not the one with the own entrance, the other one, and at the time, so this is in the September. Well, in October is Halloween. Halloween has always been buku big for our family. We love to put on a haunted house. Hey, Joe, Garden State Gardener, how's it going? And I wound up doing I was doing a character we called Iger Khan, and basically I had the mustache and the beard and stuff going on, and then I would bleach out part of it so it looked like I had giant fangs from the beard and stuff. And I had this on, I was like all kind of scruffy, and for some reason, even with that, she fell for me, and so and I was funny. The funny part I found out much later is 3 days after she met me, she dumped her current boyfriend. She hadn't even moved in yet. She dumped him 3 days after meeting me because she said she knew there was something there. And
yes, it works very fast.
yeah.
Happy Valentine's, everybody. Hi, Joe. Hey, everybody. I said hi to everybody in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite novel, and it's a classic. I know Cosmic Coordinator said 50 Shades of Grey, and a few other people did modern. I'm classical because I'm old. I like Dr. Zhivago for two reasons: for its survivalist aspect and for the romantic poetry aspect. I'm that kind of person. And a lot of people are like, what's a Dr. Zhivago?
It's an intense book.
Yeah, and an intense movie too.
Yeah.
Because I always date myself when I mention this. Hi, Kaylin. Like I said, folks, if you love somebody, you do right now. I did a couple years as a Buddhist monk, so I had no training with that, so I forget about that. I did have a lot of loves in the past, and I did have difficulties. And so after that, 2 years as a Buddhist monk, and then 2 years living in a van down by the river with a stripper. So don't ask about both of them. It gets a little weird. But like I said, folks, remember today, 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if nobody ever heard, we had a couple of volcanoes went boom, boom. And then Canada went into the war powers measure and told everybody happy Valentine's Day. And it just dropped my jaw. So anyway, folks, I'll be taking off because I got somebody picking me up. Okay. And I'll see you later. You have a nice Valentine's Day, folks. Bye.
See you later, Al. One of the things when I was over on Kathy North Star Prep Center's live about a little over an hour ago, she did a countdown of the what she considers her top 10 romance love stories and stuff, and some are really cool and stuff. And I made some comments in the side chat about some stuff, and she came back, wow, you know about that stuff, Gil? Well, so I had to put a comment in there. I grew up on the MGM, the Warner Brothers, all the musicals, the Hollywood musicals, Bing Crosby, Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, all the singing and dancing musicals and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I grew up on those, and those are still some of my favorite ones to watch. Hey, Christy Betts, how's it going? And so, to me, I mean, there are some love stories in movies most people don't think about them. One of my favorite ones from back in that time, actually a little bit more modern into it, was a Fred Astaire movie with Tommy Steele and Keenan Wynn. You inspired to preach through the song of the song. Okay. And I was just reading what Prep for Eternity said. All right. So the movie is called Finnegan's Rainbow. And it has one story going through it, and then there's a couple love stories in it. But what I loved most about that was the love story between Og, the leprechaun, and Susan, the mute girl. Now, Susan was the sister of Sharon, who was who was part of the main love story throughout the entire thing. But at the end, near the end of it, Tommy Steele's playing Og the Leprechaun. Well, he's, since his pot of gold was stolen by Finnegan, he's normal sized and he's, having to act like a human a lot of times. He still has some magic and stuff. But what's so funny is he was just about ready to use the last wish off his pot of gold to make himself disappear and restore all the wishes to it and everything else. Then Susan goes up and kisses him passionately, and he goes, being human might not be so bad after all. And he makes the wish that saves Susan's sister and her fiance and everything, and wound up being himself turning human because he used up the wish to do that. And then they wind up doing it. So it was a really, it's a love story in there that most people don't spot, but yeah, I think it's a cool one because he gave everything up for her. What do we got here? Turner Classic Movies. Like, I'm just reading what Caitlin put in there. Yeah. One of the other ones I grew up with, I think everybody's seen it. Singing in the and I just froze, so now I'm singing in the snow. Singing in the Rain is one that is actually, let me drop the link in here in case anybody else wants to come up. There we go. Singing in the Rain, you have Gene Kelly and having a brain fart here, Debbie Reynolds. And they come out fighting at the beginning, I guess, just, kind of snipping at each other's and everything else. And they wind up falling in love. And so it's one of those ones that, of course, you have Donald Connor as the third wheel in the relationship there. All right. Okay. Looks like Lewis is trying to come up here, but I don't see a picture on him yet. Let's see what happens. I push it. He may have bad Wi-Fi. There you go. I can hear you. Are you still there?
Okay. You can hear me?
You're kind of breaking up a little bit.
Okay. Is that any better?
Yeah, give me a 10 count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, it's
5,
doing better.
6.
It's doing better. Maybe a little bit of lag time, but at least it's in there. Kaylin says you're pixelating.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite love story?
Pixelating. Mine, Snow White or the Sleeping Beauty one, where she gets kissed and wakes up.
Where she picked the spinning wheel and fell asleep and fell asleep, and the prince had to fight the dragon. Yeah. Some of the Disney stories like that it's so funny is that Disney made them kid friendly. If you go back and you read the actual fairy tale story of it, it's like, holy crud. It's like, there's a bit of violence and everything in there. The love story's still there, but it's not really kid friendly. But yeah, there's it's like Romeo and Juliet. It's not kid friendly, but there's a great love story there.
Yeah.
It's clipped, and on YouTube, you've never seen it. I'm just trying to see what they're talking about there. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are a lot of romance songs, even in romance stories, even in the kids' stories. I'm just, there's a lot of the animated shows for kids there's a love story in there of sorts and things going on, and a lot of them that, most kids totally miss it, but the adults pick up on it.
Yeah, like they watch it, okay, it is what it is, and they don't really think of the real true meaning as adults because they live free, right? They don't think about the hydro bill, they don't think about the gas bill or the mortgage, or the insurance, and the clothes back and the roof over the head and whatever else. What I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When they go and do stuff, even in the cereal aisle, oh, mommy, give me a box of cereal with the toy.
Oh, wait. I don't know what happened. I guess his thing dropped him out there. Hey, Diggs, how's it going? So I'm not sure what happened. Okay, he's trying to come back. He's trying to come back in. Says device not connected. All right, here we go. He's coming back in here. Yeah, I think his internet really doesn't want to work with him. One of the actually, there's a love story that is how do I want to put it? It's not quite like a Romeo and Juliet unrequited love, but it is kind of because, hey, Albany Mount, they don't get together in the movie. And that was the movie Big, where he wishes on a thing. He comes grown up and, in body, still has a kid's mind and stuff, but he winds up falling in love with the girl, and the girl winds up falling in love with him. And then when she finds out that, he's got an adult body now, but he still is a kid and stuff. And there is a heart-wrenching thing there going on. It's like, he's going back to be a kid because his parents are totally freaked out. I think he's been kidnapped and so much stuff going on. All right. Garden State Gardeners here. Diggs Outdoors. Chrissy's Beth saying hi to everybody. And Suburban Hillbilly. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet didn't end so well. And yeah. That's one of those sad love stories. It's like, it's one of those songs. That one almost belongs on Reddit for, bad stuff. Yeah.
Or if you break up on Valentine's Day.
What was that? Oh, he went out again. Let's see if we can get back in. He's coming back in. Yeah, so his system is it keeps kicking him, but he's still connected to me a little bit. So, yeah, CB, Sleepless in Seattle was a cute movie. Now, a lot of you probably haven't seen a lot of the ones you've seen some, but you haven't seen them all. There are a lot of ones with Bing Crosby, Gene Kelly, and Fred Astaire. A lot of those movies and stuff that have love stories going on in it. One of the rectangular love stories was Holiday Inn. And it ended on a good note. Bing Crosby got his girl, Fred Astaire got his girl. And so they all lived, quote, happily ever after. But the one that I think is a funny one, is a Christmas one, and it's White Christmas with Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. And what's so funny about it is Danny Kaye and the one sister of the Haynes sister are trying to fix up Bing Crosby and the older sister together. So the other two pretend to get engaged, thinking that then the other two will get engaged. And then the younger two really aren't thinking about it, and they wind up falling in love, trying to get the other two to admit that they're in love. So, I thought that was a cute one there. Love that one. Yeah. Okay, always break up the day before now and then get back the day after here. What is that? What was that one movie? 50 First Dates was one my wife liked. And where what's her name? I can't think of the actress's name that played in for 50 First Dates. Dang. Anyway, she has amnesia, and every morning she wakes up, she can't remember what happened the day before. Now she can remember like 10 years back or several years back, but she can't remember since she had whatever the accident was. She can't remember the previous day. Her memory goes back to the day of the accident. Beyond that, she can remember, but from there forward, she can't. So, Albany Mountain, good list there. Doris Day movies too, yes. Drew Barrymore, yes. Thanks, Joe and Tina. Yeah, that was a good one. Now, I'm going to throw one at you that is a comedy that has three love stories going through it, I believe. And there's probably there's going to be very few people here that remember it. I froze for a second. It was first a stage play, and then they made it into a movie. Here comes Ray.
Hi. Hey, Ray.
Cupid does not. Oh, okay. Sorry. The way the arrow's looking on there. I mean, the bow looked like it was a little tail coming off there. Okay. And technically, Cupid's supposed to be blindfolded.
Yes. Well, you know.
Yeah.
I do what I can with what I've got.
Right. So, anyways, the movie that goes on about it, and it has Phil Silvers and a bunch of other great actors in it, is A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. And even has the one actor that is as my namesake, and that's Jack Gilford. Ray, your Cupid's freaking is creeping Christy out.
What? You don't like Cupid? Jeez.
But on The Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, you have the son of the one well-to-do, politically connected thing, falling in love with one of the girls from the body house next door, trying to just do it in a way it's and then you have this general coming in who falls for the same girl, but in the end they find out that, wait a minute, I can't fall in love with you, you're my sister. Because they were both stolen as babies from Buster Keaton's character. And so you got, and then the other one, there's another love thing. So there's a way to, three different love stories going on in the thing. And of course, the character that tells the story through it and narrates it, he's part of the story going through there. He's trying to get his freedom, and I think he's one of the other ones that falls in love with somebody. So, but yeah, Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. And right now, it's free on Amazon Prime. So that Cupid looks like it's oxygen deprived there, Ray, according to the Idaho Girl.
Another good one, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah, that's just about every telling of that is good, including the TV series.
I mean, like the animated one there, from Walt Disney.
Mm-hmm.
That one I saw, and it was like, looking back, I didn't realize it then, right? Because kids are kids, right? They don't think about it. bills and the seriousness behind everything. But that's kids, right? But looking back from an adult's perspective of it and remembering it, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I know it's only a fairy tale, right?
Yeah.
And in the world, you know, they kind of think, not everybody, but there's that fairy tale thing about certain things where, you know what I mean?
Mhm. And I'm just putting the link out there again. The Lake House. I don't think I've heard, I've seen, heard, or seen. Well, know what that one is. Is that a movie or a book or what? Albany. All right. Yeah. Parent Trap. Both versions of the Parent Trap. The first one with can't think of her name. The one that had Brian Keith in it, and the second one which had Lindsay Lohan in it. Okay, so the Lake House is a movie. Okay. Hey, Kathy, how's it going?
Yeah, I thought that sounded like a familiar movie, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah. Let me take a quick
I
look
think
here.
I might have recorded it off of TV there and kind of watched it once, and it wasn't really my thing. But
The Lake House 2006 movie is a fantasy romance, and Keanu Reeves and okay, I'm going to go check that one out. I missed that somehow. Yeah. Yeah. But
listen, I'm single. I'm a single male with a single male puppy. What do you expect? I don't watch a lot of those movies, okay?
hey, Katie.
Most of them are,
Yeah,
most of them are action or war.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't get married till I was 30, but I still watched a lot of those old romance movies from the singing, dancing ones, Fred Astaire and Grace Kelly, Ginger Rogers, Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, and Gene Kelly, and all those ones. Hey, it's the Autistic Prepper one. The he just Autistic Prepper one just reminded me of another kids one, which had a couple of love stories in it. That was the animated version of Chicken Little.
Okay.
But that when did that one come out? Hang on here. That one was, guys, there was a lot of funny stuff in that one. 2005.
See, I could never.
Yeah,
I
2005.
could never get into those romance movies.
Yeah.
To me, a romance movie was always something like Terminator or Die Hard. That's a romance.
Yeah, why can't they make any romance movies like that?
Yeah.
Right?
Why can't they make any like that?
They did. They were called John Wayne movies. Rio Bravo. And what was some of the Rio Bravo? McClintock. Yeah, there were a few of them where he winds up getting the girl in the end.
Yeah, but they had horses in those movies. Let's get some like up to date ones. Like Terminator 3, where the Terminator guy and the Terminator chick get together.
Yeah. Let's see. The one had sort of a halfway Romeo and Juliet type ending on it was The Matrix, between Keanu Reeves' character and what's her name?
Yeah.
Oh, Cassie just fired out a good one. Romancing the Stone, adventure, love story, whole thing thrown in together.
See, now my ex used to love and still does love, and I can't remember the name of the movie for the life of me, but it has Keith Ledger in it, where he's a knight or trying
Knight's
to be a
Tale.
knight.
Knight's
A
Tale.
Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
So we would watch that a lot on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. My wife liked that one as well. We got both the VHS and DVD copy of that.
Yeah, I remember if it's who I think it is. I think I might have seen it. So they got David Bowie singing Golden Years in it.
They got that. They got Queen doing We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions. But
Okay, I've seen it.
probably the best character in it was Paul Brittany as shoot, let me pull it up here a little bit. View all so I can find it here. As Geoffrey Chaucer, the one they found walking along the road naked, and he could write and do scripts and do all sorts of stuff, and it became his herald and stuff. That was an interesting character, but the love story between William Thatcher, Heath Ledger, and Jocelyn Shannon Soselman. Yeah.
Yeah, that was I seen that one, but it even though it had horses, it wasn't like your John Wayne love story. Nothing against John Wayne, right? But just a little too old for me, right?
Okay, let's see.
To me, there's just no better love story than that of a man and his two-way or explosive device. That's the kind of love movies I want to see.
Dances with Wolves was the one, but Can't Buy Me Love, Patrick Dempsey and Amanda Pearson. Dances with Wolves as a love story. Don't forget the love story between Strider, the king, the return, for the return of the king
Frodo?
and stuff. Not Frodo. Strider, the one who was the heir of Elidor, the one that got the sword refurbished, and Elrond's daughter. There was that love story there.
I never did.
And then the interest love story between Samwise and the girl he fell in love with. He couldn't even bring himself to talk to her at the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring because he was all. And at the end of it, after he's been through fighting orcs and all the others and stuff, and wrestling with Gollum and all the rest of them, killing the giant spider, he came back. Hey, you, Rosie and Sam. Yes. Rosie and Sam. Thank you, Kathy. The Princess Bride. Yeah. That is, as you wish.
Did that have Andre the Giant in it?
Yes, it
Andre
did.
the Giant.
That's
yes.
what made the movie so great.
Yeah.
Inconceivable.
Oh, I liked it. It was kind of funny. That's why. It was a comedy one.
Yeah. But Inconceivable is one line, and the other so you have As You Wish is the one line repeated a lot. Inconceivable, and then the other one was I am Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Just as long as you don't bring up Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Can't deal with a Robin Hood that comes from Kansas. Well, how about a Robin Hood that actually speaks with an English accent? Can anybody name which Robin Hood movie that is? Where he says,
Nope.
"At least I speak with an English accent." I'll give you a hint. Mel Brooks.
Braveheart.
Men in Tights?
No. We're
Robin Hood,
men in tights. Tights.
Yeah. Now that Robin Hood I did actually enjoy.
Yeah. All right. Some real love, some decent love stories though in the side chat. Decent love stories. All of a sudden, beforehand, I had a whole mess, floating around, ready to go. Snow White, of course. Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. Snow White. Someday I ain't gonna try butchering that one, but someday my prince will come. Yeah. The probably. Oh, yeah. There's unfortunate a lot of love stories that get the big thing on it are tragic love stories, and tragic love stories really kind of give it. All right, here's another Disney one, Ariel, so the Little Mermaid, which is interesting. The original Little Mermaid story by Hans Christian Andersen was a tragic ending one. Well, Disney turned it around and made it all love and flowers at the end. And then Dig says Maleficent, the the one with Angelina Jolie.
Tomb Raider, one of the Tomb Raiders.
No, it was Maleficent. She played Maleficent.
Oh, okay.
Gear, which Taylor Swift one are you talking about? Oh, you're laughing. Never mind. Okay. The shoot, and I just lost my train of thought. My train just got derailed. Oh, Titanic.
You better talk to that conductor, Gil, because that train gets derailed an awful lot.
Squirrel.
Lunch.
Look, something shiny.
Ball. Yeah. Titanic. Yes, I know it was a love story and stuff, but it's another one of those ones that I don't like because the lovers don't get together. One dies or something like that. Tragedy. Yeah, I hate tragedy love stories. I like the golden age of Hollywood musicals where the love story ends with a kiss, like White Christmas. I'm an optimist. I believe it all comes out in the end. Albany Mountain says, Message in a Bottle, hated the ending on it. And yeah, Christy, I mean, a lot of them are really, I hate those tragic loved ones. Now, a twist to one is the Milan 2, where her three warrior buddies and stuff wind up falling for the three princesses and the whole thing. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Top Gun.
Kaylin, I remember that from the movie Thoroughly Modern Millie. Yeah, and that was that you know, the movie was pretty good too. Raising Arizona.
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maverick gets the teacher instructor at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the next Top Gun movie shows that they didn't stay together.
Yeah, well, that's the sequel, right?
Yeah, what,
Maybe she didn't,
26 years later.
Yeah.
All right, Kathy's throwing up good ones here. And, of course, one of my all-time favorites, Singing in the Rain.
She could have been, like, really nasty looking for all we know, and they didn't want her back.
Yeah. American Paris is another good one. Oh, shoot. I just had one. I just went in and out. Roman Holiday is another one of those ones. Hey, like the musicals, you know, good, happy love stories always end happy down, you know, or 99% of them end happy. Yeah. So if you want to, so guys, if you want to surprise your spouse and happily surprise her, either rent or find out on Netflix or something where you can get some of these old 60s, late 50s dancing musical ones and stuff, because they always leave everyone happy at the end. Is a sort of a takeoff of Romeo and Juliet. You know, the two different ethnic people fight, gang fighting and stuff like that. Breakfast at Tiffany's, My Fair Lady. Anybody else out there in the side chat? Come on. Kathy's making you all look bad. She's come up with all these movies.
American Pie 1, 2, and 3. The third one, they're getting married. Like they're in high school, then they go to college, right? That's the second one. And then the third one, it's when one of them gets married to the other one.
Mm.
But it's comedy, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I see the American Pie ones, and I see a teenage sex comedy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of like Porky's. It's like, no, I don't, I just don't like those. Personally, I know other people may like them, but, I don't.
Oh, no, yeah. Hey, it's to each their own, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Vision Quest.
Some of the stuff I watch to what you watch, and then who's ever in the side chat, whatever they're into or what have you, you know what I mean? But they got to consider their partner too, right?
Yep. My best friend's wedding. Heard that. Yeah, Forrest Gump was kind of a sad one. If anybody hasn't seen Forrest Gump, here's a spoiler. You might want to just when she dies because of the was it cancer or something else she had, and he winds up raising their child. That was one of those ones. Ghost. Yes, Ghost was a sad one, but it was also a enduring type love story.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
7 pounds, I guess you could kind of categorize as a love movie.
All right. Karate Kid.
No Daniel San.
What's funny with Karate Kid, if you haven't seen it, they've continued the story. It's called Cobra Kai, and I'm not sure which pay-per-view type network thing it's on. You know, I'm not sure if it's on Netflix or what it's on, but it picks up how many 20 years, 30 years later, whatever. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil it because yeah, but it's interesting. They bring back the same actors playing the same characters, and there's still things going on. Mannequin. Yeah.
I want to know how they brought Mr. Miyagi back.
Well, you know, he's not back. He's not in it. But the one guy that Daniel fought and beat in the final competition, he's back and he's trying to was trying to do stuff, and then of course they brought back the other guy, and just there's a lot of conflict and stuff going on. It's hysterical, but there's also there's little love stories going through that as well. Hey, Texas Rob, how's it going? So I'm just trying to think. Hang on, let me bring something. Let me look up here real quick. Fred Astaire. Love movies. Movies. Fred Astaire, love movies. Top Hat, Swing Time, Royal Wedding, Holiday Inn. A bunch of those I used to, Shall We Dance? Yeah, there's there's a bunch of the Fred Astaire actually had a lot, and they list Finnegan's Rainbow in here as well. One of the ones I mentioned at the beginning. So there are a lot of these old movies that are just they're good love stories, and it ends on a happy note at the end. So how do I put this without going? Basically, you and your a particular loved one can continue the story after the movie's over. All righty. Hey, Lori, Queen of the North, Prairie Riders in the house. So I'm going to wrap it up here. We're coming up on the hour mark. So coming up on my channel here, actually coming up at 8 o'clock on Wide Family Farm, 8 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock Eastern. If you're a member of Wide Family Farm, Courtney's doing a members only live stream tonight in 33 minutes. And tomorrow night on my Tactical Tuesday for Gray Man Prepping, we're going to be talking about making your own survival food supplies. And so, I don't want to spoil too much. Just that we're going to talk about how to make survival food, different ways, supplies, kits, and stuff like that. Thursday Talk on Gray Man Prepping. We're winding down the Thursday talk here. We got about three more weeks of it. The scenario based on Thursday is after the asteroid hits. So there are several channels out there once again stirring up about, an asteroid's coming. It's going to hit the Earth. It's doomsday. We got to do this. You got to do that. You got to buy my stuff so you can survive the asteroid. So yeah, we're going to be talking about punching holes in what some of these guys are saying and have been saying for the last 20 asteroids that have missed the Earth by hundreds of thousands of miles. And so we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about things you can do in case one does hit. But so on Thursday talk, it's after the asteroid hits. What are your plans? And there is no more Friday night in the homestead. I'm cutting back on the number of lives I'm doing. So all my lives for Camppatton down to Compound are here on Monday, a little bit earlier. Most people wanted it, the earlier one, so they can make it. And with that, that's all that stuff. Yeah. All right. So that's what I have coming up. Ray, your lives are at 5:30 in the morning.
5:30. Yep, Mountain Standard Time, Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, so that's Mountain Standard Time. So that would be 7:30 Eastern, Tuesday and Thursday. All righty. Dehydrate. Kaylin has. I'm dehydrating chili. So hey, if it's dehydrated and it lasts a long time, yeah, you can count those. So, what? I guess that's all. I'm going to wrap it up tonight. So, tell whoever you're interested in. Tell them you love them and you care about them. And remember, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps, food, water, canning supplies, medicines, anything else, so you can thrive in a disaster and not just scrape by and, may not survive. You want to be able to thrive. All righty. So with that, everyone, see you around.